Hello, this is Darice, and welcome to Moonlife Astro. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for returning. If you're coming back, do appreciate that. Today, we're going to get into the upcoming full moon, which is going to be July 10th. It's going to be a full moon in Capricorn. But before I get into that, just want to remind you to please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It does help me get the message out to people. And with that, let's just get right into it. This full moon in Capricorn, it actually offers a really powerful reset for how we lead, work, and pursue our goals. Full moons are culminations, so they can represent completions or releasing of intentions that you set 6 months prior. So in this case, with this July full moon, think back to February and February's new moon and what intentions you set at that time, and then see if they're coming to completion, if they're or fruition, if you're harvesting those intentions at this time, or you may just be moving to the next level, the next phase of those intentions at this point in time. Effectively, also July, we're effectively at the halfway mark of 2025. This is the year of the snake in Chinese astrology. It's a 9 year. And so what that basically means is like this is a year of endings, completions. We are shedding our skins metaphorically. 9 is the number of completion of cycles. So this particular full moon might be more potent as a result of that, especially because it's coming right after Uranus has just entered Gemini. I did a video on that last week. You could check that out. So basically, this year is a year of a lot of big transitions for a lot of people. So this could be a good time just to simply check in and reflect on what major transitions have you undergone already this year, both professionally and personally. And this could be a good full moon to just take the time to process that, to process those endings, those goodbyes, if you need to do that. Let's see. This full moon in Capricorn can actually also be a culmination of your efforts in your business, living your vision, your purpose. It may shine a spotlight on the things that you have put into structure or foundation for this year. I think it's definitely been doing that for me. It will actually also be in a supportive trine to Mars, which is currently transiting through Virgo. So this could lead to a sense of grounded momentum, more embodied action, and also a stronger courage to commit to your next set of intentions. Now, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so it could also highlight some themes of structure, mastery, responsibility, and things may be coming up for you in your public image as well, or how you are seen in your industry, your field, for example. All full moons, they have an opposition to the sun. So since the sun is currently in Cancer, you may be looking at how your outer achievements are aligned with your inner values, since the sun represents how we see ourselves. Are you building from ego, or is it from a place of soul-based service? This could also be a great time to reflect on your business goals, your long-term commitments, as well as your leadership style. This could be an opportunity to look at what version of success do you want to outgrow? Or what have you outgrown already? What version of success have you released in the last few months? Like I said earlier, this full moon will be trining Mars. So Mars in Virgo can lead to precise, practical action. It's going to create a flowing energy between our inner drive and our emotional clarity. So the drive representing Mars's energy and the emotional clarity, the moon. So I'm already starting to feel this energy. I'm doing this a couple of days before the actual full moon itself. And so sometimes you feel the energy of the full moon about 3 days leading up to it. This is also a great time to charge your crystals. If you want to put them in front of a window with the moonlight, maybe 2 or 3 days before, like 24 to 48 hours, even up to 72 hours before the actual full moon itself. Some people like to create moon water by putting water in a glass container in front of the window. I haven't done that in a while. Some people, they do that, and then for the following 30 days, they'll take a sip of that water, they'll add it to their regular water. So that might be a practice you want to implement as well. If you have certain jewelry like that you like to wear on a regular basis, sometimes people will cleanse or charge that jewelry under a full moon. So I'll probably do that with my crystals and maybe 1 or 2 pieces of jewelry that I wear on a regular basis. I like to do it for most full moons throughout the year. The only caveat is that I usually don't do it when it's an eclipse. I don't think the energy is stable enough to be charging crystals or jewelry at that time. Other people disagree. At the end of the day, follow your own intuition, see what feels right to you. What's always felt better to me was to just actually just charge my own crystals. And then I also have my own incense spray that I like to make. So I'll take filtered water and I'll put that in a container, a spray bottle, and I'll add essential oils that I want to work with for maybe the next 2, 3 months. Because usually a small bottle will work for about 30 to 60 days for me. It's usually about how long it lasts. So I'll probably charge that during this upcoming full moon. Just create a new batch of my incense water to use, because sometimes it's nice to have incense spray. That way you don't have to deal with the smoke of actual incense, that sort of thing. So these are some things to consider. But like I said, this full moon in Capricorn trining Mars, it could leave you feeling energized, motivated, ready to execute a plan with a purpose. And I'm definitely feeling that myself. There's some things I definitely want to get done this week and around that full moon. This could also be a great time to use this energy for editing some of your workflows, working on some of your decluttering, and also implementing any systems that support freedom around how you do things or that support you building financial or emotional freedom. One particular business strategy tip, you can take one bold, well-planned step toward your long-term vision. For example, maybe you're looking at implementing a new CRM. That might be something you could look at during this week. Some of the soul-led leadership themes for this full moon in Capricorn. This can be an invitation to step into your role as a mentor or legacy builder. So maybe you might want to look at raising your rates or re-clarifying your offer suite. This is another opportunity to own your authority in your niche, as well as creating boundaries that protect your energy and time. This could be a good time to look at how do you want mature leadership to look like for yourself at this point in your life. Some productivity and planning ideas around this full moon. You could maybe do a mid-year goals check-in like I was referring to earlier. Look at any unnecessary tasks or projects that need to be released. Are there any projects or deadlines that are draining you from your joy? And if so, is there a way to release them completely? And if you're not able to release them completely, are you able to delegate either all of it or part of it to someone else? In addition to charging your crystals or creating moon water or an incense spray, here are some other suggested rituals. You could light a candle and write down one outdated definition of success you're releasing, and then write a new soul-aligned definition of success and speak it out loud. Crystals that you could work with, Smoky quartz for grounding, Carnelian for courage and execution, and you could also drink Mugwort or calendula tea for clarity. And then here are some reflection prompts that I'll also put in the description down below. What action am I finally ready to take? What structure will support me in showing up fully for my mission? What no longer feels aligned with my definition of success? And with that, that's basically it. Just want to keep this short and sweet. Definitely use this full moon as a time to check in, reset, release. Again, continue to do the self-nurturing practices, continue to do the shadow work that you're doing. July and August kind of gives us a bit of a breather for the most part in terms of some of the more intense astrological energies happening this year. Next week, Mercury will be turning retrograde, so I'll be coming up with a video on that next week. So continue to do your Mercury retrograde preparations, finalize contracts, negotiations if you are able to. If you're looking at making some big electronic purchases like new computers, new equipment, televisions, that sort of thing, doing it while Mercury is in its pre-shadow period is still a good time to do that before it actually turns retrograde. This could also be a good time to clean up passwords. That's something I need to do myself. I like to do that during the pre-shadow period, change, update my passwords for all that stuff. It's a good time to do that kind of thing. Please feel free to comment below, maybe full moon in Capricorn, or if you want to share any of your full moon ritual ideas that you like to share or do throughout the year as well. Again, please do like this video if you're receiving value from it, and also please do subscribe to the channel. That does help me grow and get the message out to people. And again, like I was saying, stay on top of those self-nurturing, self-care practices, taking the walks, being in nature, getting some exercise, staying hydrated, eating high nutrition food, getting sleep, taking breaks when you need to, all that good stuff. Since we live in incredibly stressful, transformative times, so continue to take care of yourself so that you're able to be of service to others. And want to remind you that you're doing amazing because you're still here, you're showing up, you're doing your best each and every single day. And I just want to remind you of that as well. And sending you much love, joy, peace. Easefully yours, Darius.